Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 27 of our Kholek Suneater SFO Grimhammer campaign. In today's episode, we have ourselves quite a massive siege against the forces of Kalidor. They have a whole heap of Lothern Sea Guard and actually some Gate Guard, which are a SFO specific unit. They've got a lot of range, 190 I believe, and some very solid missile strength. So we are going to have all of our big beastie boys here, smashing right on through, and doing what we can to heal them up with Harold. He will be healing everyone around him, since he is now on his War Shrine of Nurgle, so he's got the Giver of Abundant Glory and the Touch of Plague, so this explosion will go off every now and again, as long as he is in melee. So it looks like about every 150 seconds we'll do a little explosion and give the boys the poison. Let's get the battle going. For the beginning here, we definitely are just going to have you send straight on forward towards this position. We'll go ahead and start blasting down the gatehouse with the Shatterstone here. The enemy is immediately starting to blast away. Looks like my Dragon Ogres are a bit close. We're going to send them in to start tapping on the wall. Walls are down, so we're going to send everyone in. All the big boys forward. Infantry as well. I'm all moving forward. Gotta move quick. We'll have the Bestigor breaching the gates on this side. We'll have our archers coming on over so they can kind of get an angled fire. Uncle Frunkle and the Bilius need to move forward really quickly. Perfect. Let's get you guys over, start chopping on these gates, and then we'll have our throwing axes moving on around. You guys start preparing yourselves. I may bring them in on this set of gates here. Our Lord is getting really focus fired down. Let's keep him moving. Not a lot to do, but to keep moving. Do as much damage as we can. We're going to see if we can kind of shut down some of these archers here with one of these fire spells. We'll drop it in right here. And let the Dragon Ogres rush on in. With the Mirror Guard backing them up. Our Lord really needs to rush on in. He's taking a lot of damage. Go ahead and hit the regenerating flesh if we need to. Get through this wall, bud. You guys also go take the walls there with the Bestigor. Why aren't you guys jumping on the ladders? Very interesting. We'll have them, I guess, just move through this gap. Some interesting, not sure what exactly is causing them problems, but just charge on in, do the damage you can. Kick in the Rapier, we're going to kick in the Regenerating Flesh, and then we will drop down the Light Boil as well. A whole heap of elves out here. Drop them over here, overcast it, see how many we can blow up. Maybe not. Drop down the heals on yourself. You can overcast, heal the entire group. I think staying alive is going to be a little bit more useful. Alright, Bestigor getting up on the little walls there, and the Spawn are getting through. Need to get you into this group so we can start weakening their overall armor and such. Perfect. We've got another Shatterstone to use, so we'll go ahead and kick it in over here. That way we can get some lads through this wall. Ones they're already working on. Axe soldiers can move on over. Hounds are in on the gate. These are looking good. Alright, then blast it through. Go ahead and jump these spearmen. 81 back here in the back not fighting. We'll have the Marauders on this side come on through and help out that group. And now we'll check some spell usage. Need to get everyone through this first front group here. Murder these poor eagles. You get on through. The healing is going to be great, but it will not last forever. Where's my Forsaken at? Or my Spawn, actually. We need some of these guys to be a little bit more injured. Vesterguff is taking way too much damage. He's going to pull him over out of the way. Just a bit there. Managing to focus fire him down pretty heavily. Charging through into this Lothern Sea Guard and bringing you guys over. I thought they were really managing to only shoot at Vesterguff. Dash on through. Everyone here go through except for the Guff. We need him to heal. Drop in his Stream of Corruption, though. Kill as many of these elves as we can. We are up on the walls. Start chopping. We're through the front gates as well. Let's get these Spawn in as deep as we can. We really need to spawn some Forsaken in on their groups. Don't really have the option to yet. Alright, well, keep you guys fighting then. Find a new unit to slice.
Glorious mutilation.
Our Lord can get in with the Noble there, with his Rapier of Ecstasy and Demonic Strength helping out. We can drop in some more heals on the Uncle for Uncle there, and we'll send Guff in on the White Lions. Keep smashing. You guys are really unfortunately pinned in between different units here, so let's get your Marauders forward and bring these Dragon Ogres up. Otherwise, we're just going to lose them for nothing. Keep moving. Looks like they are through their gates. Them as well are through their gates. They can beat those Sea Guard, no problem. If we win this battle, we should have a lot of momentum. If we fail, we're gonna really know. Maybe summon in the Forsaken on these guys. I think we will. Drop them in. Will kind of be the smoke screen that they use to hide behind. Bring them around. I guess they weren't through those gates just yet. That's fine. Let's send them in on these Lothran Sea Guard first. Uncle for Uncle is all healed up. Phoenix Garter on the wall. Keep moving. Give yourself the Dark Fortune there. Then let's drop in a Curse of the Leopard. Give himself a little bit more armor. Spread some damage out on the High Elves there. Thunderguff, kick out the Vortex. Yeah, we need to use these guys mass to get through and start beating down on some of these Sea Guard in the back here. A whole bunch of enemies are still able to fire on us, which is really unfortunate. Okay, our Axe Cavalry not really doing much. Beat down on them. You guys finish off these Sea Guard. Okay, they sent a lot of guys over to help out. Let's pull on out for now then.
Drag us to the swords.
Just don't quite have enough magic. Let's kick in the Scroll of Power. Bring our Bowman on back. Phoenix Garter holding in pretty well on the walls there. That is an absolute stream of arrows. We need some of these Marauders just to stop the fire. Right, they're in working where they can. Let's get on these next Sea Guard. We'll have the Simulant Slaughtercade come on this side, just because we need the mobility. We'll have Korn's lads come on around. If they beat this first group, at least let's come on around the archers. I don't know why these hounds are having a hard time getting out. Oh, did they open the gates to let them in? Yeah, they did. That's some secret tech that we're not actually allowed to use ourselves, so AI likes to be a little sneaky. We'll really pin down on this group. Let's drop the heals in the Toxic Deluge, and then see about a Spirit Leech on this Noble. Alright, the Blob of Death is in deep, but we have more arrows that could be hitting us. Everyone working together on the same unit. Sea Guard on the walls are still holding the firm. Demon Spew and Bestigor Herd are trying their best. Very glad they're fighting them and not our Lord here, who needs to be moving. Slaughtercade, pull yourselves out. Around that group. He's throwing axes in. We'll have them go take this point back here, since our hounds are most likely going to be stuck in this fight the entire battle. Now let's get these spearmen next. They let you in. That was their mistake. Our Lord has healed himself up nicely. Let's go ahead and kick in the Rapier of Ecstasy. It's a slow grind, but we are making it happen. Slaughtercade, come on back around and smash into the Sea Guard again. Route it out in the center here. Just keep finding a hole to punch through. You come on in. Smash down on these archers back here. Weaken all of the fighting potential of everyone. A chaotic roar. Rarely are they actually in combat long enough to actually get one of those off. Get some extra armor down on the Thunderguff so he doesn't end up taking some free arrows and fall randomly. Perfect. A group of archers is gone. Send the Skull Crushers in to eliminate the Bolt Throwers.
Plague Fathers of Vanguard!
Thunderguff, what have I told you to do? Go slay the enemy. In fact, actually, we'll just keep you here. You can keep healing around our Chaos Shrine of Nurgle.
Skull Crushers.
Skull Crushers are getting hit with the old Spirit Leech. Doesn't seem to be working out for them so well. Spearmen are taking some damage. And we may just start dropping down some normal spells. Where are any of the Gate Guard that are remaining? Drop that melee attack. And get everyone healed in the process. Come on over and deal with this Archmage. And it looks like the Aesir are starting to lose some steam. I don't think we've lost a single unit here. Got the Mage of Death in the center. Or Violet Mage fighting against all of the Crimson Brothers. That's facts. Have the Slaughtercade come on over here. You guys help out. For the most part now, it is just ride the enemy down. His group is defeated. Let's come on in, finish off this mage, and that should break their backs. Oh, they've got a unit over here trying to pursue our throwing axes of Nurgle. I'm not scared. We'll have the hounds move through. They managed to get trapped and still finish off the enemy, no problem. Go poison axe strike. Looks like the cause is already over. Most of the rest of your force is completely shattered, so why don't you go ahead and take a load off. Oh no, their leadership's coming back. Keep getting poisoned, but I'll speed things on up when we deal with these spearmen, but I will catch you all back at the campaign map. And an embarrassing defeat for the Knights of Kalador. Herald is the herald of the tri-colored Chaos God army. Marvelous win. We'll go ahead and claim the victory. I'm tempted to sack just for the extra 1,000 experience, but I think we'll hold off this time. You're lucky. This will mark our 12th fortress claimed. If we have one more province held, that will be all we need to finish off the long campaign victory, which will also then trigger the ultimate crisis, which should still be active. I will be very frowny if it's not for some strange reason. Once that does activate, our final kind of objectives here for Kholek are going to be to eliminate Grimgor, the Wood Elves down here, since they're going to get themselves a whole couple stacks of armies. So it'll basically just be dealing with the Wood Elves, dealing with Grimgor, and then I think also slaughtering the final Knights of Kalador. Actually, I guess never mind, not the Kaladorians, because we will have to deal with Ungrim and the other Dawi. So I think we'll go for the Dawi, the Wood Elves down here in the south, and then Grimgor. Once we have defeated those three armies, that will constitute a campaign victory. But let's swing on in here and spend some gold now. We'll come back to Herald and take a look at his gains in just a moment. Village is going to be having to face down Constantine. Looks like the ambush did not win the first time. We'll see if we can get it a second, though. Unless this is a same turn. We're a couple days later here, and I may have forgotten. I've slept since then. Let's swing on and back over. I did manage to rent out some more armies. We're basically just going to be using them for raiding. We need the gold, and they are going to be happily stealing for Kholek here. It looks like we didn't quite get enough experience to actually grade any of the guys to Chaos Warriors, which is a little bit sad. We probably could have gone for the sack there, and we may have had just enough. Let's go to start, though, with... We may not need the Arcane Conduit. This extra 5% spell mastery is very nice. And power recharge as well. Yeah, we'll go for the Arcane Conduit. And then from there, we will most likely start working on some of these others if we're able. We still got a couple, looks like a couple levels, just the single until we get Plague Marked, which will increase the armor piercing and melee attack of everyone around him, which will be very nice. Keep those Nurgle soldiers a little bit more chance to hit. For now, they're very good defenders. We'll just leave you here then, Herald. Not much to upgrade, unfortunately. And these guys only go up to Knights of Khorne, or Knights of Nurgle. Yeah, but we're definitely going to be getting some Knights of Nurgle. I really like our throwing axes as well. We may have the Knights of Nurgle kind of trade in for the Hounds of Decay. We shall soon see. Tang, I don't know if we probably should have brought you back in. You're attritioning to oblivion there. Mytho in the final treasure house, though. In the Warpstone Desert over here at Shangyang. We're making 1,300 here. Wei Jian is making 1,600. Almost got the ability to have a treasure house as well. Now may be the time to start getting the growth buildings sorted. I don't foresee the Beastmen causing any issues with the gates, and the gates don't actually make us any gold at all. We'll hold off on doing anything with the gates. The Exalted Hero building is really good if you're fighting in the area, but otherwise it is not. We gained ourselves an Ogre army. We're again going to use them to be stealing all the gold from our enemies. 9 more turns before we can grab that one. May it be a good idea to actually start grabbing the growth buildings then. At least some of the first tier ones, the bone pits. Yeah, I do believe so. And actually, here at the Writhing Fortress, this was the Pillar of Skulls, wasn't it? Truck Doom. You can grab the same kind of thing, that bone pit. Swing over to Archaon. Are you hiding, good sir? I always find you over here. Should be in Cathay somewhere. There he is. He was hiding in Shiama's Rest. So since you have already moved, we can't go and do the Eye of Shireen battle. I don't know if we really want to just yet until we have ourselves a little bit better forces, but I would really like to get him his whole suite of unique items already. Okay, so let's swing on in and we'll repair some of these buildings. Just let this repair on its own, because the undead are very close by. Good old Ulrich. Fair enough, we'll scoot on through then. Outposts available. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but like, we have a bunch of outposts available. Now might be the time to actually start grabbing them, though. We can come up to the Yusak, who don't have great buildings. Never mind. What about the Cool? Just Marauder Chariots? I have no interest in Marauder Chariots whatsoever. Because our vassals are really struggling to get anything going. Which could be mostly our fault. Fair enough. Wang Chang would give us some crossbows. Have some construction going on underneath us, sadly, which is going to be very noisy. I'm going to have to probably take a moment to pause, and I'll be back in a second. And we're back. Downstairs neighbors moved out, so the apartment is doing its thing, getting things ready for the next pair of folks. So we've got the outpost at the Snake Gate. I think I'm actually going to grab this one. So we can get some ogres, but they actually haven't done a great job of upgrading. We can get the iron guts and such, but that's not that exciting. We have our own trolls and the like. So what we'll do instead is grab the Cathayans here and get ourselves some fire rain rockets, and then we'll have some artillery to bombard the foolish armies of order with. So we'll construct that on up. It'll be a good deal of our gold, but I think it'll be well spent. So we'll go ahead and ignore all of the imminent rebellions. Grievance bootlicker over here needs to quit raiding. You need to leave. Otherwise, you shall not be able to. We'll go over to Kholek and end the turn.
You summon me, little mortal. I will feast on your
Well, hello, head taker. He would like a trade agreement for a good deal of gold. And I was gonna look forward to smashing you, but fair enough. We'll bring the rats in. Okay, so the beastmen are moving on the, I guess the eagle Ares here. You didn't bring enough? Where's the beef? Oh, we only get... So these beastmen have only but souls, not a single bit of a favor to be gained? Alright, fair enough. And then the, Jin Shin rebels are moving in as well. Grievance bootlicker's fighting on our side. Always ready to gain a bit of gold and smashing. Slaughter those peasants, and we'll sacrifice their captives. Oh, we got rebels feeling brave all over the place. Poor fools. Don't you know the beastmen fight for coin? Well, we got some rebellions to farm. The Cool are moving as we would like. They're just tossing their goats in the burn pile. Cathayans are a little bit more reverent with their dead. Whole bunch of enemies fallen. Herald is a little bit better. Oh no, what was that last one? Destruction of the shrines. Temple of Heimkel. Revere the gods, for we need their favor. Yet some fools, insurgents, or traitors are destroying shrines. Doing so risks incurring holy wrath on us all. They've got some buildings damaged at the temple. Those darn insurgents. Alright, we'll go ahead and repair that up then, and fix the wharf as well. And then we'll probably hand that off to Throg as well. Either Throg or to the Cool once they arrive. Because they're coming on over currently. Akarak the Crow. Hostile team did not fall for our ambush. Which is really unfortunate. Let's try it again. There's no way Constantine is smart enough to dodge it a second time. No, these horse archers are garbage in a fight. Problem is, in this battle here, he has a lot of extra reinforcements to hide behind, so it'd be a lot more scary. Jump back into an ambush. and try to hide in some of these woods then. We're already at 80%. I don't think we can get it any higher. 80% seems to be the highest. We'll swing this direction a smidge. We stay in friendly territory.
1 foot in front of the other, fool.
Punishing while we're here. Sounds good. I would like to get Village's Curse, his quest battle done pretty soon. We've got almost the soldiers I'd like. I would really like to get Chaos Warriors, or at least get these guys into the Forsaken that we want. We need one more unit of the Halberd Warriors, and then the rest of these guys are going to be turned into Forsaken. I don't think I can do it until they're tier 3, though. Gotta be tier 3 before we give you way too many blessings. Gift them on. Thick. Alright, so we'll grab over here to Karak Doom. No buildings to be built, so... And Bak, you were very brave. A whole bunch of clan rats and nothing else. They're going after the Howling Rock. I'm going to upgrade the loot heap at the Tower of Gorgoth. And one of our next things we need to really do is focus on getting walls in the current fortresses that are on Grimgor's borders. He's going to be a nasty bit of work.
Yes.
Let's have Kholek come on down. Ulrich is going to try to cause us issues, huh? Alright, well instead we got to chase you down. Can't quite reach him, doesn't look like. We go after him from the Grimtop direction. Or from the Great Hall. Probably the Great Hall, so we can't attack it. Yeah, we'll just go this direction. Try to strike him from there.
Offspring of
We'll have Tutang come on over and hit the Valley of Horns. Oh, we're not at war with, Azag claimed it. Darn. Alright, we'll start raiding and move on down then. Is this friendly territory? Is that why we're stealing from Karakaten?
It suits my purposes.
Way better to steal from our people than to not. Alright, Tutang, come on down and hang out. They like being stolen from. Kholek's blocking them from getting to the Great Hall, hopefully. That all works. Village and all of our good heroes are out of mission then. Herald, it falls up to you then. Black Fortress really needed some help, and we didn't do any of the buildings last turn. We said we were, and then completely forgot. I'll go ahead and then do the raid trophies, a bit of walls, and see where we're at. 300 gold. We can steal some more then. Pig Barter's a little bit too far away. I think probably a better idea to come on over and, I'm not sure. Do we make sure to eliminate all of the enemy forces over on this side, or do we strike out over here? I think he starts over in the Plain of Bones. I think he starts at the Fortress of Vorag even, so we may want to come over here and kind of strike this down. It'll probably have his most powerful military buildings. We could come over and claim Pig Barter as well, though, since it is a main settlement and actually has a strategic location building. I think being Chaos, we don't get access to it, but taking it from the High Elves sounds nice to me. Like to stay in our stance. We'll take attrition. Do we take attrition in our own territory? It does not quite look like it. So we won't actually go around all the way to the corner to Pig Barter. We'll stay close. We really need to get him a hero, too. So let's, as soon as we can, get a hero building down here. I will put in another pyre clearing. I will 100% pay the gold for some extra gore running around. Every single battle. Those archers have been indispensable. Okay, Ever-Chosen. Let's get you moving as well. Looks like no enemies really close by. Darn shame. How many turns has it been since we've declared war on your goofy butt? Well, let's go find out. Actually, we have to go into the diplomacy screen.
Temple of Gilgamesh and slaughtered the tigers of Ind.
You're talking far too much.
Intimidated
if I declare war on you, it doesn't look like anyone gets mad about it. So, sorry, bud. Here comes the 1-2. Excuse me. I figured it'd been too far. I figured. That's alright. We'll take the hit to our reliability. We should have looked at it a little bit closer. Alright, Sabbatha. You poor fool. You were the dire overseer. Gonna give us a decisive victory there. And you're lucky. You're lucky. We need to get the Ever-Chosen in a proper battle. We'll sacrifice them as well. Start working over here towards Sihori Bloodscourge. He's gained a Barbarian. Can we reach them? Oh, can we reach him? Doesn't look like it. There may be a little bit of the red arrow that's hiding on there. Oh, it's nonsense. Alright, we'll stay here then. Pass out the skills. Distinguished champions, we get even more exalted heroes. This doesn't help him in combat right now, but it does give us more heroes. You have so many good skills. All of your skills are great. Abyss Forged Armor. We don't have any warriors just yet. They're almost there, but this will be great to drop the cost of their upgrades too. No Chosen at all. And we don't have any knights in his army yet either, really, except for the Swords of Chaos. So, we'll go for the Distinguished Champions. Fair enough. And I did realize that this set, I believe, has to be in his... No, this is faction-wide. Perfect. There was one of them that I misread where it has to be in the same faction they're at. I think it was over at my Norskin campaign with these skin wolves. Unfortunate, but we will go ahead and find the place we're allowed to have exalted heroes. I thought we were building one more close than previous. Very hard to find the small shrines that have our buildings. But unfortunately. We could do one at the Gunpowder Road, just so we have one nearby. Probably not a bad idea. Zhangyang has the Sorcerer area for the Shaman's Temple. Let's throw in the upgrade spot up here in Nangao. Which makes me a little bit sad because, is there one of the smaller buildings we can build? Let's find out. Non-Li here. Go into the building browser. Any of these allow me to build the... so this allows us to recruit in the Exalted Hero. Perfect. Let's do that nearby. Not Baleful Hills. These all have proper buildings. Even Shiama's Rest has proper buildings. We need to claim a settlement that doesn't have anything for us to trade with. Hanyu Port. We will go ahead and do that then, right? Hanyu Port. No, it actually has a port. Haitsu. Haitsu it is. We'll delete that building and throw in the one that allows us to get a Exalted Hero. The Shaman's Temple here sounds nice. Extra favor. Really, all of our gold is going towards making more gold at this point. The Blood Eater, you're just going to continue to move. Keep you in the summoning stance, though, to get extra research rate. Gragas. Let's get you over and raiding in the enemy lands there. Saber Mountain's where you're going. I don't necessarily think that they will mind that I'm raiding in their lands. They're gonna like that I'm raiding in their lands, but they're also not gonna care that much. The Dolgan. We've got to steal from you so that others can't. Slithek will drop you into stealing as well. This friendly territory? Not. Titan's not. You just stay here and take their gold. Give us a good bit. Building upgrade available. Dare we? Dare we throw in another pyre clearing? I think we do. Ungor for days. I mean, now I'm incredibly tempted. The reign of Beastmen is upon you. Yeah, we'll skip that upgrade there at the Red Wastes. Skip through there, and then we'll come on back over to the Everchosen before I end the turn there. And then put him in ambush stance. He's not very good at ambushing, the Everchosen. Now let's come on the other side of this bridge. Oh, perfect. 80%. Love to see it. Kugath. That was very quick. He would like us to join his war with Grimgor. Oh, you only are offering me 1,000, so not yet. Another Chaos Rebel Uprising has gotten froggy and is no more. Yep, that's what you get. We have proper garrisons. Okay, so Village is now an ambuscator. But he didn't get an ambush properly going its way. Urkathal has a Path to Glory unlocked. Some more rebellions have kicked in. The Ice Court has confederated with the Robsman clan. Hate to see it, but at the same time we will be able to do all the damage. Wow, we're having a really bad chance there. 80% chance to succeed, and we fail each time. Hopefully we can get Deathmaster chasing after... Yeah, your job is to hunt down the Admiral there. Way more important than doing anything else. Looks like they decided to run. Either they ran or they're in ambush somewhere. So we'll come on up north here. in the summoning stance.
Chaos gathers.
Just gotta keep our research going as fast as we can. We'll come on up north here and smash Nongchang. It's time to deal with all of the lads along the river here. Try to eliminate a lot of their port cities. Those ports are very, very profitable for them. You guys a better strategy as well. Let's have you attack this admiral. We can have the Deathmaster dealing with this one, and then the western provinces with the other. Shirks, your job is going to be to deal with Shilong. That should work out. Sweet, we'll deal with the Bootlicka soon. Actually, this army of Nurglish demons will probably be able to defeat the Maw Gate. Not necessarily so scared of that. Azag, what are you doing? Ulrich is already trying to stand in my way. What did you think was going to happen, fool? Let's smash some zombies. Alright. And we have the high ground. The end already looks to be nigh for you poor fools. We'll have our typical kind of lads running down the center. We'll have the marauders with the sparring champs up front. They're very tall and pretty broad-shouldered lads, so the marauders actually can funnel through their lines and strike in between, allowing the barriers to take most of the damage there. Halberdiers will be on the side. And then we'll have our Exalted Hero of Nurgle, Slaaneshi Sorcerer.
I don't fail.
Unless you get randomly wounded by Cathayans. You think we forgot, but we haven't. Kholek, the anti-vampire, and then we'll throw the... Finally split these guys up for the first time. And then smash different groups. Trolls up front. Pulling them off to the side, making a kind of false gap style attack. Not really. The trolls will engage first, and then these guys will smash in on the side and get little flanking attacks. Same kind of thing going on over here. Trolls for anti-large, or for the anti-infantry, and the others for the anti-large. We'll have the Shaggoth rolling with the big boy himself, and the Marquis of Masochism. I don't want you guys to be in a group yet, so we'll grab the Hounds of Decay, throw them up front and off to the side if they want to try to rush them first. There. So be it. I won't try to stop you. Then we'll have the for flanking groups. Sweet. Oh, I guess I already had them in their different flanking groups. Things are... There we go. Proper.
Yes, indeed.
Grouped how they are, and I'm not going to probably use them, but battle begin. The explosion, and all of the different beastmen must now appear. Are we capped? I guess they haven't built yet. Are we capped at a certain amount? Surely not. Just charge these guys on in. Send the Slaaneshi group forward. Have you just go smack the Lord in the air there. Kholek, that fat bat needs a hug. You two can go help out with that. You two can go smash in on these sides here. Talons rush straight through. We'll have the ogres moving in. You guys can just nom on the side here. Those are just zombies. Nothing scary there. Have them go after these zombies in the center. Kholek has already approached. Got a whole lot of abilities for him to pop too. We've got the Pendant of Slaanesh, and then everything else. Drop down some lightning. The Nurgle hero needs to get on over here as well. Drop down the ecstasy on the Feral Manticore, make him fight a little bit better, since he is not necessarily winning against the Vampire Lord there. Then through. Marquis, I guess I left you back in the back. There weren't that many enemies here, we can't lie. We'll drop down the Acquiescence on the poor Vampire Lord as well, who's fighting quite a bit better than I expected. Gotta give it to him. That bat is already slain, though. And the hyper-speedy Marauders reach the battle. No problem. Anyone who is a Dragon Ogre needs to kick in their extra abilities. For what reason? Nobody knows. Death is upon you. Might as well charge on in. We've got the old Nurglish boy doing his thing too. We've got so many abilities on all these guys. Just a click the circle simulator. Our reinforcements arrive. How timely. Drop down the chain lightning and pull these hounds out of the fight. Didn't even use our Guinness golden ball. We'll throw it. Roll it down the hill. Funnily enough, our trolls are... Ah, that's why. Okay, well, you guys will give the golden ball of Guinness then. Scared raids are pretty deadly. Until they get smushed with a giant ball of metal. But for the most part there, those vampires are annihilated. Trolls took some damage, surprisingly enough. We'll let them kind of run around and regenerate. Try not to kill the zombies so fast, and I'll catch you all back to the campaign now. Another awesome victory. Just a bunch of zombies though, so really not much to be expected besides a absolute smash. We'll go ahead and sacrifice them. The rotting corpses that remain.
Give me lightning.
And while I would like to turn around and deal with the Plague Chosen here, we may continue to do our evil thing and turn around and smash Grimgor. I don't like Azag moving through our lands. I don't really know why he would be. For what reason? Are you coming over here to fight the Plague Chosen? Why? I don't trust it. Not one bit. We'll have Tutang move on down as kind of a scout. Looks like Bill Hathor is back. Make sure she can't reach. That would be a nightmare. Thans are definitely not ready to fight any kind of large force by the Asur. Harold definitely can, though. Can you reach? Not quite. Unfortunate. Alright, then at the Black Fortress, we throw in the Spoils of War. Harold, your forces are not quite ready to upgrade, but Kholek's are, with that victory. These Marauders here to receive their better armor and upgrades to become Halberd Warriors. There we go. Perfect. Now we've got our bristling, armor-piercing anti-cavalry wall. We just charge him down after Knobbly Gorge. That is the question. We could come on up here and just deal with Azag. I bet you he'll turn and run. But we could kind of at least keep them in a spot that we want. We got to make sure that Kholek is keeping them rolled back while Harold deals with both of these two forces in the south. We may need another army down here, though. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Kholek can kind of come up north and deal with Grimgor by himself. Because he is kind of stuck up in here in the mountains, kind of bottled in. But we need another army besides Archaon over here to kind of roll through this direction and do some damage. Wouldn't mind some of the other Chaos factions to start falling and offering their services to us, off in the distance, but doesn't seem like that's going to be happening anytime soon. Village keeps failing his ambush, which is... I agree, your incompetence is astounding. An 80% chance to succeed and you failed, both times. You're the elite or weapon strength for everyone rank 7 and above. A good idea, but for way later on. Defending. Experience gain plus 1%. That actually doesn't sound bad. Instead of a stock, like, 75 extra. 1% total. Or we just make him stronger. He's got 18 weapon defense. Good grief. Does not try to defend himself even a little bit. We might as well completely ignore the defense then. Just go purely for attack. That's pretty crazy. Making sure Khorne is 100% focused on what they are. Alright then. Village, you come on around. I don't necessarily care if we lose the Frozen Landing since it's not my lands. It is a failed state. It's like Wolfric has joined up with Throg as well. Sometimes that happens. Whichever one wins in the first auto-resolve tends to be how that works. We'll bring the village around. I'd like to do some raiding. Oh yeah, let's do some raiding. Swing through friendly territory raiding. I'm sure this is going to make our friends very happy, but we need the gold, and 7,000 for the next turn sounds really, really nice. And some extra experience for village as well. Walls here, not a bad idea, especially since the Dawi are here. But I think maybe a good idea to build up that extra army. Let's have Berkthal movement, I realize that we don't actually have that much positive income coming. It is mostly due to the fact that we are raiding with so many folks. This is why we have 7,000 positive income right now, so we want to be kind of safe. Give you your aspiring champs. Basically, we're raiding so we can afford you to deal with the obnoxious raiders in our own land. Throw in some extra marauders. We'll do just one more of them. We can give them some great weapons. Another unit of them. Some spawn. Some Hounds of Decay. And that sounds good. You have more markings for anyone else? No, but I think we will grab... Since he has Burning Body, we'll mark these guys for Dinch, which will make them a little bit more expensive. But they will apply Warp Flame, which will weaken them to fire overall as well. They won't be able to be marked for anything else, I don't think. Once they're marked once, they can't be again. Yeah. But we have now ourselves some units that can apply some Warp Flame while they're doing their damage. We can give him the cannon as well, but I was going to give that to Archaon. We'll give it to you. Cannon for this lad. He's going to need it for all of these nasty gore, as well as the Cygor there. See if we can't get some of our Cathayans to help out with that battle. Kholek, we've decided that you are going to... Man, that's a tough call. I really want to attack Azag. I'm pretty sure he's going to turn around and run. Yeah, we're already very low reliability. Let's see who's at war with him, which is a lot of different lads. Let's see if you want to pay us for that war once more.
Perhaps you could spare me a biopsy sample.
True, we've got lots of enemies. I will I will join your war, and you will give me not as much as before. Who else is Grimgor at war with? Caravan of the Blue Roses as well. That seems to be all we can gain. We probably should have accepted that war last time. Such is the way. We'll join your war. We already are very low on our reliability, and we're playing for the victory at this point anyway. Wonderful. Not a lot of gold, but we'll take it. Herald here. Do you take any attrition in this area? Doesn't look like it, so actually we'll go ahead and stop you from getting... Oh, well, that's rude. There's no attrition until you get to a certain spot. Looks like right there all the way across into Pigbarter is attrition-y. Well, we'll just come to Ruin's End then.
We must move.
And then instead of this stance, we'll jump into a camp. That way we can actually block off the bridge like I want to. I would like the extra fire spell, but we'll be fine. With or without it. Belhathor is probably going to jump into Pigbarter, and we'll have another gigantic siege to fight out. But at this point, we have definitely proven ourselves worthy of that battle. So I'm not really concerned. Should be good fun. Kholek, of course, has not been moved. He's raiding. Stealing that money is what he is up to. Hopefully this isn't making our... No, we're still very friendly, even with the raiding. Lovely to see. Looks like we have some missions to claim from the USAC. We'll grab the allied missions. Defeat Shikaria, Wendrina, and Jacob. Shikaria is up here in our lands. Wendrina is over here. Oh, okay, so she's going to be coming to strike the Tower of Gorgoth if we're not careful. I'm going to accept that one so we know where she is. Yasmin, Admiral, and then Sihori. Sihori, we are on our way to defeat. That all looks good to me. No one else really has any armies we can snatch up. I've been kind of waiting for them to build up any good armies, and then we'll take control because our allies are garbage. Oh, wait, Bok. Hey, that's a lot of rat ogres. A lot of Skaven slave spears, too, but they're a nice wall for the others. We'll go ahead and request this army. Welcome, Bok. Marmal's weak. And then we'll have any other armies to steal. Almost we can steal Shurft. We're getting there. That's a pretty nasty gunpowder army. And then Xian Li. We may request her army when we're ready to fight this other group here. So actually, let's grab this. I'd like them to see if they're going to recruit up any more troops, and then we'll grab it next turn. The Revivalists have no forces. Ooh, Wintertooth has some pretty good stuff for us to take as long as we throw in an outpost. Love to see that they're working out. Famir. We'll have to see how the Famir work out in SFO as well. Golden Order's rolling around, and then he's got this caravan delivering goodies. Alright, get through. Imminent rebellions. We're not scared. We'll have Kholek come on in, though, and attack Azag. Immediately forgot what we were up to. The whole reason we did that. He runs away. What a coward. Didn't expect any less. We'll jump in the Great Hall of Greasus and see how things play out.
Bow before the mountain god.
Grog, what would you like? For us to join your war with the Golden Order. For 4,000. And we have a lot of enemies right now. Golden Order is just far enough away that I'm not so concerned with this, and it'll give us a hefty sum of gold. Alright, it's rebellion time. All of our allies are doing their thing. Kholek the Authoritarian. We've got another Chimera jumping around in Grimtop. Yeah, they tend to do that. No one can control them unless you have a hefty bag of Skittles. That Admiral should be being dealt with if the Skaven can actually work out.
I'll have this world.
Go ahead and smack into Nongchang.
Wipe that out.
Wipe them out. We can do so. We'll have ourselves a siege against the Druki. We have already fought this one, but not with the Everchosen, so it'll be a little bit of a different fight. I don't think he actually has siege attacker since he isn't the faction leader. It's gonna be a little bit funky getting through those gates. Yeah, he doesn't, but we have some other units to do. Alright, Druki. Bring it. Alright, we'll start our deployment, and we will 100% be attacking from this side here, since it's not the one that has the kind of the underground tunnel area. They can't be firing on in from the top, so we will send our lads directly straight through the gap that we're going to be blasting. Big Shaggoth up front. We'll have Archaon riding alongside with the Swords of Chaos crashing in with them, giving everyone here some extra charge bonus. A one pretty nasty unit of the Trolls. Moving up on this side, the spawn on the other. Make them a group. It'll have our aspiring champs. We have them leading different strike teams over the walls. Maybe. This is an interesting topic. Let's go ahead and do it. We'll have these three rolling with this group of aspiring champions. Have our Marauder Horsemen up front here. Figure out where the enemy is deploying. Get our artillery team up front. And these guys come over here. We'll have the aspiring champs up front. These two behind. And that'll be another group. Hit Jay to flip it about face, and then we'll get this battle going. Let's try to get him in guard mode. Looking at the keyboard, very useful. Move the lads up. Go ahead and just take this fort wall out right away. Looks like that's in our general vicinity. We can't have it. Oh, a nice attack there. Move forward. Get all of our archers to just kind of spread out right on the front here. Go ahead and activate Boom. And see about just kind of dealing some damage to those poor Dark Shades that are on the walls. You guys actually just go in to attack the gates themselves. We'll have the Cornate Warrior moving in through to try to chop on the Death Hag. Alright, Archaon, you as well. Get on in there. Activate Bow Seeker. Go for the Armor of Morkar as well. Ignore those guys in front of you and then just go Slayer of Kings on you. Did everyone inside? Well, I guess not these archers. You guys stay outside and start shooting your arrows. We have so many Gore archers now. It is fantastic. Archaon and Dorgar are easily slaughtering this wizard. If you want to keep all of your archers off to the side here, we're going to have no trouble. These poor marauders. Maybe we move them out of the damage of the Soul Rain. Same thing's going on both sides here. We're just going to move up. We'll move everyone else in when it is time, but for now, you guys just strike in. I guess I forgot to send in the Swords of Chaos. Big unfortunate. I'm impressed that you keep managing to survive somehow. Talk smack the whole time. Archaeon's the best. Go ahead and use the Shatterstone here. That fort wall is indestructible all the way across. Not here, it's not. Enjoy. Continuing to blast spells in on the unimportant units. We love to see it. Still getting the bombardment spells from those unfortunate black arcs on the coast there. Go ahead and charge into this group. Should be absolutely no trouble. Move on through. Give yourself the apocalyptic charge. Archaeon will go ahead and cast the Burning Head here. Those spearmen should have to surround you, and then that'll be pretty much the end for them. I didn't actually do what I expected. That's fine, though. Drop in some Forsaken. For some extra spawn. Let's go ahead and do it. Everyone out here moving inside. Spearmen, get them. You go slay the wizard, and Archaeon, you go ahead and help. You're very good at wizard slaying. Give everyone here a little bit of extra resistance. That should be no trouble at all. I'm going to leave the lads back. We blasted a hole in their walls there, but I'm going to let them kind of start rotating on over. Blast into these Black Guard of Nagaron for me. Have you guys go ahead and take the walls finally. Go on back around. Extra arrows for the Arrow God. We'll go ahead and surround these poor fools with flames. And then our Cornet hero, give him the Sword of Anti-Heroes and the Tormentor Sword. So no one's going anywhere. Bombardment of Ungor arrows and flames. There is no escape. We do want you to pull away from the Black Guard of Nagaron, though. You've got almost no defense of all of the archers lending their aid. Cannon as well. Whatever spells you got to get into there. Another group of spearmen to deal with. You guys can all work on that. And Archaeon can go around. See about fighting this lord and finishing her off. Looks like they managed to slay my Furies with a bit of Dark Elven magic. Fair enough. Send our Marauder Cavalry in. Shaggets, go find someone to give a hug to.
Exalted hero of Khorne.
I think the Blackguard is probably a good idea. Chop them up right. Send the Shaggoth in first and then send him in afterwards. We've got just kind of a giant blob here that's doing nothing. Let's send the Forsaken. Spawn, fellas, up this direction. And then the Trolls, we'll just have them go through and claim the point. Or just go attack these Dark Shards here. Perfect. These Dragon Ogres go work on the other Mage. And now everyone actually has a job. Get rolling. Armor of Morcar. That way everyone's rolling properly. Proper heavy. Slayer of Kings. Give him the old chop. Should finish off that one. I'm surprised the Lord didn't die. Oh, there she goes. I'm surprised she didn't die immediately. Drop in some more Furies. That hero is gone as well. We'll just kind of send them through. Smart with them. You're getting blasted apart outside the walls. Love to see it. Sacrificing those Ungor out there to Kane. I'm not moving them. That's a lovely sight. Barbecued beef. Look at all that damage. Well done, Druki. I'm impressed. I'll have you guys coming on over and just snatching up this point. Can't find them on the thing. There we go. You guys in melee and swing on over. They're up on the walls. They're taking all the free damage. Come on, guys.
Chaos, come!
Get on down there. Luckily, they're avoiding any other kind of fights. So we just need to keep the Hell Cannon outside. Everyone else over here just needs to find someone to punch. Get into the center here. You're all working together. The Tormentor Sword and anti-heroes should keep them in place. You come on through and deal with these Dark Shards. That position's falling to us. Get them charging on in. I realize I grabbed the Shaggoth instead of the Exalted Hero. Chop. Works just fine for me. Lokir has been a pain for far too long. Looks like the final units are starting to break here. And there's the victory. Took a whole heap of casualties from those Black Arc bombardments, but it looks like some of the bodies are gone. Victory. Another crushing defeat for the Blessed Dread. Sucker punch to this poor lady's face. No one's ready for the effort chosen. Similarly to the Spanish Inquisition. We'll sack the settlement. Because I don't really care about keeping Nong Chang for myself. I do care about slaughtering this admiral. He is caused me problems for the last time. We will go ahead and have the Ever-Chosen then see about heading Lokir off, hit the pass there. We don't want Lokir to strike us first so we can get all of our extra gore to kind of throw to the wolves there so the admiral's bombardment spells aren't nearly as devastating. Let's jump into the encamp. I'd love it to be an encamped raiding stance, but it's not. Let's do some raiding. I don't think Lokir can... I'm very wrong. Lokir can absolutely reach us. Okay, well, we will then jump into summoning stance. Kind of come on back into friendly territory a little ways. I'm fine with luring him in, but don't want to get caught out where I can't initiate the fight. Grab the next point into thick skinned then. And we'll keep going. Ograk's already got his Unbreakable and his Mortal Champion. We just need to work towards the Chosen Leader. So we need a battle with 3 chosen units. We will get there. But with that victory over the Druki, I am out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Zone, and I will see you on the next one.